Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 New Order Germany. Let us continue on for last left off. So like I said, I think like a few weeks or a few months have passed, and now a little civil war in Yemen is broken up. A civil war is broken out in the sandy mountainous wasteland known as the Modifier Kingdom of Yemen. It is in our interest to support the rebels fighting against the remote Arabian kingdom. The rebels are fighting for an Arab republic in the name of an ideology called Baathism, which is a pan-Arab nationalist and pseudo-socialist movement whose ideology intricacies are very complex and complicated. What is important is that they are challenging Italian and Saudi influence in the oil-rich Gulf region, and their faction of their movement is sympathetic to Germany. If we send these Baathist rebels and they succeed to topple the Italian lapdogs of a monarch, we would see our own geopolitical influence and economic power expand. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So global conflicts. Choose which countries to support. Technical support for the Baathists. Send structures, send weapons, send vehicles. Yes, 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 yes. Conflicts currently in Gulf and Middle East are Yemen, ongoing. Our current involvement in conflict is very low. Deja vu. It had not been more than 2 days since Joachim and the German volunteer army under his command first arrived on the shores of Hudia under the auspicions of humanitarian aid sent to relieve the war-torn people of Yemen for their continued anguish. Yet, it is as an eternity has passed, there has been nothing to do in this hellhole other than to stay in the shade of a camp and glance at the mountainous... The game's going. Don't go, because it could close the event. And glance at the mountainous desert landscape that laid outside, or to stroll out the camp's door and succumb to the scorching sun above them. Joachim might have served them through difficult conditions under Rommel's command during his tenure in the North African front, yet he was no longer the same man he was 3 decades ago. He was a shell of himself. His bones creaked, his muscle ached, and he could hardly take a stroll without running out of breath. He was stricken by the ills of old age, the same ills that he once mocked in his youth. That is not the only thing to change. The looks that these Arabs gave him new ones is just distrust and rage, not the cheers and salutations that accompanied the German victories in the Middle East during the war. Back then, he had read some local papers with the little scraps of Arabic that he learned in Libya, and had seen a celebration of earnest belief that the coming renaissance for the Arabs. They welcomed the German army's liberators, an iron phalanx sent by God to avenge their subjugation, to strike fear into the hearts of the colonizers, and throw off their foreign yoke, unleashing the Arab people from their shackles. But coming to the end of the war and the collapse of the Anglo-French empires, that bubble of euphoria would rupture as the Italian Phoenix and Turkish mob, aided by the Germans, descended onto the carcass of the fallen empires and changed these aspirating countries to their own rising empires. After all, that was the natural order of things. The uncivilized and backwards races would forever serve their more refined European masters. At least that is what Joachim always believed. Yet, now here he was serving at the hands of Arab independence rebels wishing to break free from the Italian protectorate. Why, and for what reason, he did not know. Yet, it was the Führer's command, and the ever-wise Führer, infallible as he was surely correct in his motives and plans. His line of thought was interrupted by a sudden arrival of a stern-looking Arab calling out to him to attend an envoy arriving from Germania. Yes, let's keep on, can I send troops here? We can send you 1 division. So we'll send you in here. That seems, A-okay. We're just going to assign whatever commander, that's fine. And we're going to send you over. Can I send you any eater units? No. Okay, that's fine. Maximum limit is 2. Was it 2 or is it 1? Well, it doesn't matter. We're going to send ourselves another infantry. Send volunteers. Okay, now it says 1 again. Cool. Let's send you in, please. We got our heavy advanced tank chassis. We've got another research slot. Let's go for... I guess we'll go for like 1960. Yeah, I mean, we've definitely have neglected the Kriegsmarine. There's no denying that. You have 11 days until you're ready to go. Choose which countries to support. Well, I mean, we're already supporting the Kaija here. Well, I'm assuming I'm already backing you. We're sending volunteers here. And you're backed by, apparently Japan's actually sending you some reinforcements. So it looks like the Japanese and the Italians are kind of intervening here, which I guess makes sense. They are both anti-us. What do you want to take next? I guess we just go for more naval tech. Sounds fine. Inside a limousine seemed not unlike the beehive to Wilhelm, feeling nearly identical to a hive that would have suffocated in smoke to silence the bees within. Taking another puff from his cigar, the arms representative chuckled. The chauffeur looked back at Wilhelm, holding a wide grin on his face, looking more out of a curiosity than anything, and shuddered as they met eyes. He should be here any minute now, here, Schrick. Wilhelm smiled and nodded to the man, took another puff of his cigar. With that, the resumed representative of the Baathist knocked out the window, climbed into the car, and took the seat next to his fellow guests in the city of Sofia. Herr Strike, tell me, why do they still allow you to smoke this much in the Lufthansa? Wilhelm led out of the cigar box with the Arab opened graciously. Of course not, Herr Ahmad. This car alone must be only second to the smokestacks in the east, no? Ouch smiled and look of discomfort coated his face as he leaned back in the seat. Don't worry. The Baathist cause is one which seems to fall directly in line with the Reich's, therefore you're the safest man on the planet. The tension in the room lifted, even if the smoke hadn't, and Ahmad's removed a stack of papers from his briefcase. First order of business. How much can we count on you in terms of providing us with firearms? Wilhelm scoffed at the question and put a smirk on a raised eyebrow. Ahmed, Germania backs our checks from Peter to the kingdom come. This is only really a matter of how confident you are that you can put the guns to good use. How many are in reserve? The question seemed to slap Ahmed, though he clearly was hiding glee at a slight smirk, and instead of his own to anything, at least a few dozen thousand, I'd say 100,000 last I checked. Consider it done. Expect results in the coming months. Okay, we have 5 days until you're ready to go. I do see you have some Japanese divisions here. And you were part of the Democratic Republic. I want to make sure we can hold on to the capital. So your job, I think, is just going to be to hold the capital for as long as that is necessary. I will say your forces look kind of like ass. No, like, no offense. They don't seem to be doing very, very well. Ignore you, ignore you. Inflation's gone down. Can I not create any more money? Apparently not. Okay, that's fine. And now, Oman has also broken out into a civil war as well. Can I intervene there? Insurrection in Oman. Yemen. Or Oman, ongoing defeat. Okay. So far as a rebellion declared war on... Okay, so there's a bigger rebellion going on here. The Egyptian Revolutionary Command Council declared war on Egypt. So we want to back the Dhofar Rebellion. Absolutely. Send them everything we can. So Dhofar are you, who are communists. That's fine. Don't think about that too much. So we can move our way over here. You've also got the Egyptian Revolutionary Command Council led by the Socialist. Order has collapsed in Egypt. Likely encouraged by developments within Yemen, the leader of the Free Officers Movement, Jamal Abdel Nasser, has seized a large portion of the nations following an abortive coup against the monarchy. Following the failed coup and subsequent revolt, the Muslim Brotherhood, a group of Islamic militants led by Shep Qut, have themselves attempted and failed to seize power. Okay, so there is now a massive war going on in Egypt. I would say that is to our benefit for sure. And a war in Iraq. Excellent. So, of course, we want to back you. I mean, we're going to back basically everybody. We want to back the Baathists in Iraq as well. So, can I send you volunteers? I can. Okay. Let's get you into an army. We will have you commanded by this general here. Let's get you into an army. We'll have you led by this general. And let's get you into an army. We're going to assign this general here. We're going to send one of you to this army. We're going to send one to the Baath. Can I send them to you guys as well? No, I can only send them to the Baathist. We're going to send you here. And I'm going to send you to the Dhofar Rebellion. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Iraq collapsed in a civil war. And yet another example of the startling rise of instability across the Middle East. It appears that the Republic of Iraq, a longtime Italian ally in the region, is falling in the civil war. Well, we love to see it. Okay, I want to fall back here for a second. Keep our troops kind of contained. So there are now 4 wars ongoing. Involvement is currently substantial. Send more weapons to the Yemen Arab Democratic Republic, please and thank you. So let's see. Who are we backing? We are backing the Socialist, the Communist, the Socialist, and the other Socialist. And we got the railway gun. Okay. 4 years. You know what? Fuck it. Why not? I don't know where the hell you're going, but it doesn't really matter to me so much. Actually, what if I take this city here? Anyana. Okay, that's a liberate. Okay, that's in Sudan. Do I care about Sudan, though? Is that another thing we can intervene in, or... Charles de Gaulle's passed away. We can send troops to the Yemen Free Officer Corps, which is you. So let us get another army ready to go. We're going to send you guys down to Sudan. We'll assign you. That seems okay. We're going to send you to this army, please, and thank you. You're going to go here, which will get this unit encircled. And it's now officially the oil crisis. Following the break of the civil conflicts in the Middle East and the death of Chairman Enrico Mattei, the stocks of Eni, Italy's most prominent oil company, has fallen immensely. Due to Italy's role as a major power in the world trade, the panics have already spread waves across global markets. Excellent. Excellent. I want to see if we can get you killed off. And we're going to keep backing as many people as we possibly can in these conflicts. Foreign policy. Seize oil reserves. Yes, absolutely. This should also give us a new focus tree, presumably soon. Okay, we can send you to this front. Iraq. I'm going to send you... So what do we have? Iraqi Republic. We've got Iraq and then the Islamic Republic of Iraq. I'm going to send you here. Egypt, I'm going to send you here. Then Yemen, you just kind of stay where you're at. I think that's okay. As long as this is not going to be falling in enemy hands, which it very well might be. You're better than 2 days and 11 hours. When would I be there? 2 days and 12 hours. Okay, well then I gotta kill you then. I have like no choice in the matter. That seems okay. Have you deploy. Go take over these areas. You are the Muslim Brotherhood. I would like to get you dealt with ASAP. The crisis hit Germany. Madagascar thirst. Rise Commissar Ernest Mill scowled as he read the export reports, showing a dramatic decline from the start of the crisis. Any product that relied on the export was decreasing. Vanilla, coffee, cloves, rosewood, ebony, mahogany, all their luxuries once sold to the metropole were rotting in storehouses. Now there was talk of a famine on the horizon, and some illness ravaged the island's zebu ranches, and fertilizer shortage are hurrying this year's harvest. The report from the GMA was clear. Nobody was buying anything. Madagascar to offer, and nobody was coming to sell what Madagascar needed. Fuel costs alone made the trip unprofitable. Who'd be willing to send precious resource traveling to a backwater like Madagascar? Mills buried his wrinkled face in his hands, nails digging into the top of his brow. The morning sun snuck through the gaps in his blinds like a thief, painfully reminding the Reichskommissar that it was still early in the day, and thousands of other crises would join the ones on his desk. The natives could starve for all much scared, but it was the garrison that weighed heavy on his mind. Already there was rumblings of dissatisfaction, the same that propelled him into power. He tried to suppress them with honeyed words and petty bribes as much as possible, but that was already being a substantial cost when they had a revenue. When stockpiles ran out, once the garrison realized that there's no bullets or rations coming to Madagascar anytime soon, how would their frustrations manifest? That's, yes. We'll send them support from Germany, and the oil crisis hits Germany. The scene of German petrol station is no longer one of timidity and routine. Once a place where motorists would hastily make their pit stops and go on their day, was now a scene of chaos. Upon seemingly every block of petrol pumps, a line of vehicles stretched endlessly in a queue, hoping and praying that they will win the turn at the pumps. Most, however, are turned away. As many unfortunate souls are forced to push their vehicles, their fuel tanks dry and their engines lifeless, off to the side of the road. Gas station attendants rush outdoors either to plaster no more fuel signs onto the side of the roads, or replace the now outdated pricing figures with a higher sum. The oil crisis had arrived. Already the economies of the Reich were feeling the full force of the imminent economic collapse. What began as a shortage on oil and dramatic spike in prices evolved into an absolute devolution of investor confidence in the German economy. Even the grand mega corporations such as IG Farben and Siemens braced for impact and rapidly prepared the plans for downsizing operations. By the day, more and more citizens find themselves jobless even after slave labor begins to lose its value. Not only do our future plans sit in jeopardy, so too is the entire jade of the German economy. There's no options on the table. Action must be taken. Current and future projects cannot continue. We shall focus entirely on combating the crisis at hand. Okay. Which means that these are now on hold, presumably. I'm going to still put all the points into this. You're out of your mind if you think I won't. Okay, so we should have now a new focus tree. It actually replaces literally everything with the hot winds blowing. The emergency meeting of the OKW, which will finish immediately. And we'll send more vehicles to the Yemen Republic. But I would say that with the oil crisis here, this is going to be a great time for us to end off this episode. So if you enjoyed, thumbs up. Not enjoying, thumbs down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.